Welcome to The Man in the Middle. I'm your host, Bill West. Today we're going to be talking about Resident Alien Episode 1. This was a brand new show on the SyFy channel. I happened to luck across it last night, and wow, I think it's probably one of the best new shows on television right now. Alan Tudyk is always a great in anything he plays, and it's no different here. His character, uh, Henry, I believe it is, uh, the new town doctor, is actually an alien that was he crash landed on Earth. He was on a mission, and it's the first episode. He's trying to solve what the town believes was a murder. The cast is wonderful. I wish I had looked up everybody. Uh, it's a really fun show. Uh, like I said, probably the one of the best new shows this season, and probably one of the best shows out there right now. I mean, you're looking at what do we have science fiction wise? We have the CW, which not great science fiction. We have the Expanse, which you're not going to beat, hands down. Probably the Expanse is the best television series, science fiction television series we have out there right now. Maybe one of the best television series we have right now. I love the politics and the science fiction behind the Expanse, but I think the Expanse is in a place of its own. Uh, Resident Resident Alien, on the other hand, it's really good, and I'm just gonna gush about it because uh, and I'm gonna spoil it. If you haven't seen the episode, go watch the episode first and come back. Alan Tudyk's character crash lands on Earth, kills the first Earthling he comes across, takes his body, takes his personality or his characteristics, and really learns slowly to become human. He's in this, I think it's Paradise, Colorado, the back end of nowhere, and he's been there as the series starts for 4 months. It's since he's killed the doctor, and he's learning uh, to become more human by watching TV, especially Law and Order. And it's just, I can't help it. Gosh, I enjoyed this so much last night. Like I said, the town is full of interesting characters. His nurse, or not quite, I think it's his nurse. She's fun to watch. The bartender, who seems to be attracted to him, is fun to watch. The sheriff uh, goes by the name of Big Black, and I think this is, and he, in his mind, it's because of his color. Alan Tudyk thinks it's because of it. Henry the Doctor thinks it's because of the truck. It's sort of a running joke. The mayor doesn't want to call him Big Black because he thinks it's not politically correct, and in fact, the sheriff turns around and calls him, a snowflake. It's the show. Like I said, I just can't get over it. What effects are in the show are well done. We get to see, his spaceship. We see it struck by lightning, and it crashing to Earth. We see some character effects, or some effects of the alien when we first see the character, and later in the episode we find out that like 1 in a million humans, I think it's 1 in a million, something like that, can actually see through the disguise, and this little kid happens to be one of them, and he can see the alien, And so later, after the episode, Henry goes to the bar because the nurse invited him out, and they totally get wasted on the local town whiskey, and he thinks, in his drunken state, that it'd be a good idea to go kill the kid. To, to to keep his mission under wraps. But the mission fails because Henry is quite drunk. He goes and saves his nurse. His nurse is married to a biker. I don't know if she's divorced yet, but he beat her, and so she left him. And when she goes to she asks Henry to go if he would help her go get her stuff, because Henry's has one of the few trucks in town, which I really disbelieve, because it's a mountain community and it's off the beaten path. I think there would be more trucks, but for the story, Henry leaves after the husband shows up, and he monologues about maybe this isn't the best thing to do, and he starts to. You can see him, the gears turning in his head. He's becoming more human. He doesn't want to be, but he is. He goes back and saves his nurse, and then they talk, and they have a quiet moment where the nurse says, I know who you are. You're a stranger like I am. And you can see Henry's like, oh, maybe I have to kill her too. But he doesn't. And at the end of the story, we see, at the end of this episode, all through the episode, he's been looking for something under where his spaceship crashed. He finally finds it, and we find out that the alien was on his way to wipe out humanity, because his race is afraid of humanity. And that's where the episode ends. I can already see the story. Henry's going to become more human, and he's not going to want to destroy humanity. And in fact, he's probably going to tell his race that they really have nothing to fear. But even though I can see where the story's going, I'm looking forward to the ride. I love Alan Tudyk. I've loved him since Firefly. He's probably been in, I know he was in Transformers, Con Man, probably a couple other things I haven't seen him in. Oh, of course, Rogue One. He was great in that as K2SO. But actually, this show is really funny, and there are some serious parts to it. It's called a dramedy, but it's not for everybody. There is some adult humor in it. There's some adults. I want to say adult situations. There's no sex yet, but in one of the previews, we saw him beginning to get busy with somebody else. It's coming on down the line. But it's enjoyable. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Some of the language, some of the adult humor might turn some people off. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next sets of episodes. Join me here every weekend. I'll be reviewing it. And if you like it, if you don't like it, tell me why in the comments. And I read everything and try to get back to everybody. I might not get back to everybody in a timely manner because of my work schedule. I hardly get time to post or read comments, but I try to get caught up on the weekend. So, like I said, join me next weekend. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Once again, I'm Bill West. I'm the man in the middle.